I'm not sure I can ally with that. Welcome to What's in It for Me. I'm Jason, and in today's episode, we're delving into a crucial aspect of diversity and inclusion. The role of allies. We'll explore how to be an ally when you don't agree. We will also discuss what it means to be an ally, why it's important, and how individuals, especially from majority or privileged groups, can effectively support and advocate for their underrepresented colleagues. It's time to turn intention into action, and I'm here to guide you through this journey. Understanding allyship. First off, let's define what we mean by allyship. Being an ally involves recognizing that while we may not directly experience discrimination or marginalization, we have a role to play in supporting those who do. It's about using our position of privilege to advocate for and uplift underrepresented groups. But it's important to remember that allyship is not self-assigned. It's a title given by those you based on your actions and commitment to equity and inclusion. Why allyship matters. Why does allyship matter? Well, it's simple. Marginalized groups often don't have the same level of power to bring about change as those from more privileged backgrounds. Allies can use their influence to amplify voices that might otherwise go unheard and help drive meaningful change. This isn't about speaking for others. It's about giving them the platform and the support to speak for themselves. How can I be an ally if organizational values conflict with my personal values? Navigating a situation where organizational diversity goals may seem to conflict with personal values or religious convictions can be challenging, but it is possible to approach this situation thoughtfully and constructively. Some steps that can help. Reflect and identify specific concerns. Begin by reflecting on what specific aspects of the organization's diversity goals feel in conflict with your personal values or religious convictions. Understanding the root of your discomfort is key to addressing it effectively. Take time to understand the rationale behind the organization's diversity goals. Often, these goals are aimed at creating a respectful, inclusive, and equitable workplace for everyone, which may align with broader values like fairness, respect, and kindness common to many belief systems. Open dialogue. If possible, engage in open and respectful dialogue with HR diversity officers in your organization. Express your concerns and seek clarity on how the diversity initiatives might align with the organization's overall values and mission. Find common ground. Look for areas where your values and the organization's diversity goals overlap. Many religious and personal values, such as compassion, fairness, and respect for others, are often aligned with the principles of diversity and inclusion. Respectful coexistence. Recognize that being an ally doesn't require compromising your beliefs. It's about coexisting respectfully with others who may have different perspectives or life experiences. Allyship is about supporting fairness and respect for all colleagues, regardless of whether their backgrounds or identities align with your own. Educate yourself. Continue to educate yourself on diversity and inclusion topics. This can help in understanding the experiences of marginalized groups and the importance of creating an inclusive environment for everyone. Set boundaries. It's important to set boundaries that respect both your values and those of others. Being an ally means advocating for a workplace where everyone's rights are respected, including your own. Professional advice. If the conflict feels unresolvable, consider seeking guidance from a professional counselor or a trusted mentor who can provide a perspective that respects both your personal convictions and professional responsibilities. Remember, the goal of diversity and inclusion is to create a workplace where all individuals with their varied beliefs, values, and backgrounds feel valued and respected. Finding a way to be an ally might not always mean full agreement with every aspect of diversity initiatives, but it can involve supporting the overarching goal of respect and fairness in the workplace. How to be an effective ally. Being an effective ally means more than just having good intentions. It involves action. Educate yourself on the challenges faced by minority groups. Listen to their experiences. Understand the systemic barriers they face. Remember, this is an ongoing learning process. White Fragility by Robin DiAngelo. Robin DiAngelo in White Fragility states, it is not enough to be friendly with Black colleagues or enjoy diverse cultures. We must also grapple with the weight of history and how that history shapes current structures. This encapsulates the essence of allyship. It's about understanding and addressing systemic inequalities, not just individual acts of kindness. Actions allies can take. There are numerous ways you can be an ally in your workplace. Speak up if you witness discrimination, challenge policies and practices that may inadvertently disadvantage certain groups. Support diversity initiatives, not just in word, but in action. Advocate for fair representation in leadership roles, project teams, and decision-making processes. The impact of allyship. The impact of genuine allyship can be profound. It can change workplace culture, making it more inclusive and equitable. When people from diverse backgrounds feel supported and heard, it leads to better engagement, higher creativity, and a more harmonious work environment. Allyship contributes to breaking down the barriers that hinder diversity and inclusion. Let's look at a real-world example. In a major tech company, a group of senior leaders who recognized their privilege formed an allyship network. They partnered with minority employees to understand their experiences and challenges. Together, they worked on initiatives like mentorship programs and policy reviews that led to significant improvements in diversity and inclusion within the company. So you want to talk about race by Jomo Ulu? In the book, so you want to talk about race, highlights being allies about being in constant critique of your own power and privilege. This reminds us that allyship is a continuous process of self-reflection and growth. The challenges of allyship. Let's not sugarcoat it. Being an ally can be challenging. It might involve uncomfortable conversations and confronting your own biases. It can mean standing up against the status quo, which isn't always easy, but it's these very challenges that make allyship so powerful and necessary. As we conclude today's episode, I challenge you to step into the role of an ally. Start by educating yourself on issues faced by minority groups. Speak up against discrimination. Support diversity initiatives in your workplace. Remember, allyship is not just about intention, it's about action. Each one of us has the power to make a difference.